Aloha, y'all. It is Tuesday, Tears Day, named after Tyr or Tig. The Mars equivalent in the Nordic pantheon is esoterically a Mars ruled day as well. Sun is in Libra, Moon is in Aries. They're still opposite. You're probably feeling that full moon in Aries the past day. Um, Mercury's entered Scorpio. That's opposite Chiron. Pluto's trining Uranus still. Pluto's squaring Mercury. Pluto's squaring Chiron as well. Jupiter's squaring the moon in Chiron. Venus is opposite Saturn as well as the North Node. Whole lot of energy going on, right? So we got the card for the day is the Justice card, and the clarifier is the King of Cups. And then the animal wild card for the wild card is an animal card today, and it's the armadillo. So I have written music to all the major arcana. Check out the song for Libras. This is your card. Secret of the Art, and it is the Justice card song that I wrote. Anyway, the card is as follows on page 44, which is one on each side. We'll get synchronicities already. The principle of consequences. You reap what you sow, reclaim your power, very moon in Aries, Mercury in Scorpio. Take an honest inventory of your life, acknowledge your successes and defeats, Sun in Libra, Venus in Virgo. Justice. I reap what I sow, I choose to walk the path of truth. Justice invites us to consider that we are the powerful orchestrators of our lives, and all of our thoughts, feelings, and actions have led to the place you find yourself in right now. It brings to light the principle of consequences, the effects resulting from your actions. Are you reaping what you have sowed? In the card, a figure of a woman stands upright, strong, wild, unapologetic, a universal figure of mixed origins. She stands holding a brain in one hand, a heart in the other, portraying the balance of head and heart, thoughts and feelings. Commander Kirk, Mr. Spock, right? Kind of thing. Yin and yang. The world around her is teeming with life force, seething with nature, wild and mesmerizing. The card is calling you to consider a balance of head and heart, logic and intuition, getting things done versus emotional connection and well-being. To live well, to work well, we need both. Sun and Libra, right? It's a balance. A dynamic interplay and feedback between the two, helping us to be efficient and effective and appreciative and purposeful. It's like you need to make actions happen, but you also need to sleep and rest. You need to eat. You need to fast. You need to, it's like all these levels of paradox. Because it's a toroid, infinitely. It's balancing like that. After all, to live well and to work well, we need both. And after all, emotion is a much more powerful driver of human behavior than reason and logic alone. You can say, oh, I should probably watch my diet. But if you start feeling like you're overweight, you're going to be more emotionally triggered by that. Or, oh my gosh, the elite control us. But if you start getting, censored or beaten by the government or whatever, you're going to feel it more viscerally, right? The emotions. Justice asks you to take an honest inventory of your life and acknowledge your successes and defeats. You are the judge and juror because only you know in your heart of hearts if you've acted fairly towards yourself and others. If not, perhaps now is the time to regain integrity and make amends. Renewed power, autonomy, and freedom are revealed when we take full responsibility and give up making others wrong. Life wrong. This victimization thing can only work so long. Remember, the finger of blame points one finger forward and three back towards ourselves. In blaming others and life itself for our circumstances, we miss the opportunity to take back the power we have given away. We miss deliberating on the actions that could catalyze an amazing new lease of life and play the victim instead, stuck in suffering. Right, and that's the kind of the shadow of Mercury and Mars and Scorpio. Black Moon Lilith trining Jupiter, trining North Node, Saturn, Neptune conjunction. It's like, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Eeyore, why? Oh my God, my life. It's like, actually, your core frequency is balanced. Everything is happening exactly as it would given your actions, thoughts, beliefs, right? All this stuff. Take an inventory of your thoughts. Take an inventory of your emotions. Where would you prefer to be? And this isn't like, ideal in the sense of like, I wish I could shop forever. It's like realistically in a balanced, harmonized way, where do you want to move forward, right? And how do you want to implement in the dream, North Node and Pisces, in a realistically practical way, Venus and Virgo, that's fair and balanced for you and others, Sun and Libra. These are radical ideas that can come through Uranus and Gemini, turning Pluto in Aquarius, and they might change your world. So the principle of consequences, you reap what you sow, reclaim your power, take an honest inventory of your life, and acknowledge both the successes and defeats. And that can be tricky because we tend to either focus on, oh, I'm such a shitty person, or, oh my God, my shit doesn't stink. And it's both simultaneously, forever and ever, amen. So the clarifying card is the King of Cups, which is the grounded part of water, right? The practical part of emotionality. On page 82, I bring peace and harmony, right? Peace and harmony, balance. Compassionate and kind nature, very Jupiter in Cancer. Dramatic and living grandiosely, receiving artistic success, belief in the self and other, right? So belief in yourself and Moon in Aries, and belief in the self and other equally, Sun in Libra. And then the wild card we're getting for today is the Armadillo, number 7. Let's see what wants to be said about the Armadillo. On page 34, number 7, and you'll notice I mentioned the page numbers in case there's a numerological synchronicity for you. Like 3 plus 4 on page 34 is 7. See, it's like why I do it. Armadillo, groundedness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty, right? We can become lost in our thoughts or lost in our emotions. We have to ground into the core frequency. We have to stand our ground. Right? He's grounding. And notice how they're wearing armor. And he's wearing armor. They almost look like twins. It is an important aspect to develop, right? Groundedness. Go to the basics first, Venus and Virgo. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama in situations. Sorry, my ear is falling out. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait, but false humility is not. So we don't want to bullshit ourselves or others. The Armadillo magic is profoundly earth-based and grounded. It is ancient and profound and can be helpful and used when you're feeling off-kilter and unsure, when you're out of balance. If you aren't clear on what to do next or have had trauma or shock, Uranus and Gemini, trining Pluto and Aquarius, use Armadillo magic to bring you stability and power. Well, given we just had a full moon in Aries, and that is opposite the sun, the sun in Libra is like, hey, you as an individual, moon in Aries, have to make decisions on how to be a self within a context. And that can be an emotionally enriching experience, but it's going to mean you have to look at receipts and be honest and integrous and take an inventory of things. And to do that, we have to ground in our breath, in our somatic system, in our nervous system, in our minds, in our thoughts, our hopes, our dreams. Have to start from the earth and rise, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Like it takes both and. It's not either or. You don't want to just have all the facts. You want to have some empathy. You don't want to just be in your heart and cry over every commercial. Like on Dumb and Dumber, you want to know what the fuck is going on intellectually to the degree you can. That means taking a stand emotionally and being grounded emotionally. And ultimately, that will cause you to radiate from a place of groundedness that makes you last forever, and you'll be guarded from the slings and arrows of outrageous life, the slings and arrows. Guarded against them. Why? Because you're grounded and balanced. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, leave a tip. If you really like it, get a rating. 5-star reviews, right? So an hour of cards is $50. 3 hours of astrology is $150 if it's your birthday. It's half off on either or both of those. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards yourself. So there's plenty of ways to get magic on the cheap, right? Wait for your birthday or suggest somebody come to me and you can get a reading half off, etc., etc. Do check out the song I wrote for this. It's amazing. I think you'll like it. Prove me wrong. It's in the comments. And yeah, enjoy your Tuesday. I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.